Well, hi, everybody, and welcome into the Brownwood Lions Coaches Show on a Wednesday afternoon. Joined by Brownwood Lions head football coach, athletic director Sammy Burnett, special guest coach Brett Mauser we'll visit with in a few moments. You know, we got all this fancy smancy equipment, and we can't get another microphone. A third one, Star?
No.
No, she says. All right. Hi, Coach. How are you?
I'm good, Carl. How are you?
You guys just go from that. Sorry.
I'm sorry.
I apologize.
That's okay. Man, it's good to see you. Saw you last night over in Glen Rose. Little
sure did.
baseball action.
Rocking
Coach
and
Mauser, of
rolling.
course, there. But, man, how about those Lions last night?
I'll tell you what, it was nice to see them getting out there and playing a district game for the first time in, 2 years?
Yeah.
Coach Harris finally got him a district win after 2 years. And, no, not really. That's a joke. But it is true, but we're joking with him after the game. But I tell you what, it was neat to see. You know, I'm an old baseball guy, so I still love the game and blah, blah, blah. And sometimes I can't be quiet. But you can already start to tell the kind of program that Coach Harris has put in place.
Right.
He's got a variety of kids from seniors to sophomores to freshmen playing. Lineups are still changing from time to time based on pitching and things like that. But you know, I've seen growth in just a couple of weeks, a month, however long it's been, but it's neat to start to see the kind of character they're going to have, the work ethic, the teamwork, the communication they have from coach and player, and all of a sudden you're starting to see some results. I don't know that I've seen a better ball game a better hitting ball game than we had the other night as a whole for a team. I thought we ran the bases well. I thought we played great defense. I think we had one mistake for sure in the outfield, or maybe two in the outfield, that gave them a run early, and we bounced back and picked those runs up. But it's been a long time since we've had a dominant game like that against a team like Glen Rose, or But still got to continue to grow. You know, we got some juggernauts in our district. Stevensville's always a good program, and Lampass is going to be stout. They have the Whitehead kid that's a pitcher slash outfielder that has an outstanding arm. So, we'll have to be ready to go and just keep growing off what we're doing. But, man, I couldn't have been any more pleased than I was last night and to watch the way that our team dominated.
Yeah, 13 hits, 7 of those extra base hits. Basically a game-winning home run by Chris Hobbs, which I called, by the way.
I have to admit.
Somebody just posted that on Facebook, by the way.
Sure
yes,
did.
And got our first home run as a team. And Chris Hobbs basically finished
the wind was
game.
blowing out, but that doesn't matter. That was a mash. He hit that thing over the scoreboard. That was a bomb. It wasn't. That would have gone out if the wind was blowing in.
Yeah, but I'm excited about what I saw last night.
Me too.
You mentioned Lampasas. We got them at home Tuesday. That Whitehead pitched last night against Gatesville. Threw a 2-hit shutout, 18 strikeouts. He's pretty special, and I bet we see him next Tuesday.
Yeah, here's a little note to Gatesville. If you're going to strike out 18 times, you might as well bunt.
Exactly. Play
They
small
have
ball.
to throw you out.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
Easiest out in baseball is strikeout.
But the Gatesville pitcher threw a 3-hitter, I think, allowed just 1 run. So that was
We're in a tough district, but it's always great when you get off to a good start. And like I said, for me, I don't know how the district's going to unfold. We're still young. We're still new into the Coach Harris regime, and but I like what I'm seeing. I mean, you see a lot of discipline, you see a lot of character, you see a lot of heart. I mean, it's just a reflection of Coach Mauser and Coach Harris and what they're bringing to the table, for our kids. And I couldn't be any more pleased.
Hey, we'll talk about other sport. Since we're talking baseball, Coach Mauser, of course, working with Hunter Day, the pitchers. And what did you see from Hunter last night? Got the win, 4 innings.
He competed really well. We talked when we got back to Brownwood last night on things that we did well and things that we need to get better. And we thought he competed really well. Got better at throwing his off-speed pitch for a strike. He improved on that, which was a goal of his. Could still get better there. Needs to grow in throwing first pitch strikes. And so he threw too many pitches for 4 innings. And so, but overall, Hunter's a dog on the mound. He's going to compete and he's going to get after it. And that's the number one thing. And, here was another stat line for you. Talking about our at-bats is we have a quality at-bat chart that we keep that doesn't show up in the box score, but out of 31 at-bats, 26 of our at-bats were quality at-bats.
Oh, wow.
And so There's a reason why the 15 runs were scored. Glen Rose wasn't necessarily booting the ball around or just walking a ton, but our guys did a really good job at the plate, making it hard on their pitchers, putting the ball in play, and ran the bases extremely well, I thought, and stayed within ourselves. And they're coming around, and we have a word on the team, Mudita, which is joy for your teammates and not necessarily for yourself. And it's neat to see that how they're coming together, and that's all, leadership, and it's a lot of room to grow, but we're getting there.
Of course, Brett Mauser, for those who may not know, helps with the baseball team. And tell us what else you do as part of the coaching staff, Coach.
Well, I'm also a powerlifting coach and football coach, of course. But yesterday was a busy day. We had regional powerlifting for the boys in the morning at Kennedale High School, and Coach Denard dropped me off in the school vehicle in Glen Rose. Had to take a little bit of a detour on the way to Brownwood so I can make it to the baseball game. But
we'll talk about powerlifting in a moment, something very special yesterday.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
go back to baseball. Got some work to do tomorrow and Friday, I do believe, on your schedule, Coach.
Yeah, before we talk about that Abilene tournament, that what's neat is watching Hunter Day. He works extremely fast.
He does work fast.
He's all about business. He gets that ball, and, maybe sometimes even rushing a little bit may hurt him. But, man, I love the pace that he pitches at because he keeps the defense in the ballgame. There's nothing worse than a pitcher that stands up there.
I agree.
And just leg eggs.
He reminds me of the former Ranger now, Lance Lynn, a little bit. Just get the ball and throw it.
Yeah, another young man. I mean, we don't want to throw up names all over the place because we'd have to mention everybody. But, Atticus Porter came in and closed the game out in that last inning. I think he was 3 up, 3 down, and I made a great defensive play. But it's nice to see other kids developing and finding their roles. And, boy, what a good job he did.
He did. He speared that one sharp line drive, one hopper. Mm-hmm. Man, that ball, I bet, was at least 100 miles an hour back to him or faster.
Yeah, it was a well-hit ball. But just a great job to come in and be confident enough to go out there, number one, throw strikes and to get us out of that game, because you never know. Baseball's a crazy sport. I've seen crazy things happen. Once you start letting those runs start trickling in, here they come. You can't seem to find that last out. But
I don't know Atticus well, just from baseball, but my neighbor, he's in his youth group, church youth group, and said he is really a great quality kid.
Yeah, he is a great quality kid. He's at FCA all the time, and he's a great leader amongst his peers. But that sort of encompasses our whole baseball team, and hopefully our whole athletic program, boys and girls. Strong on faith and friendship and things like that. So you also have great leaders. When their coaches are those kind of people, then those kids fall in place, and that's our mission.
Amen. All right.
On to other action. If I mess
sir.
up, Coach Mauser's here to correct me. But we do have baseball tomorrow. Let's see, Thursday and Friday in Abilene. I think it's an Abilene Cooper / Abilene High tournament. I think we're playing 3 games on Thursday. Is that right, Coach?
2 games at Cooper on Thursday. First game at 12:15 against Sweetwater, and second game 2:30 against Crandall. So doubleheader back to back.
That's okay. 2 close. 2 schools that are in close proximity, Sweetwater and Crandall.
Yeah.
Good night, nurse. How'd you like to drive and play that game? They're going to meet up in Abilene.
Yeah, there you go.
Sweetwater's a little closer than Crandall, too, I
A little
promise.
bit. A little closer, I would say.
And then on Friday, and then, of course, we got our district soccer again Friday at Mineral Wells. Our boys will play, and then our girls and boys will play. We'll play our girls at 5 o'clock, and then our boys at 7. That's boys and girls soccer at Mineral Wells. And then softball will kick off their tournament on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at Graham. And then, of course, we got our boys going to the Badger Relays in Lampasas. Our track team, boys and girls going to the Badger Relays in Lampasas.
All right. Good to see softball back in action at Graham. I know they're chomping at the bit after that loss to Breckenridge the other night to get back out there.
Yeah.
And they start district the 23rd, by the way, so keep that on your calendar, which is kind of an interesting schedule. The boys would have played 3 district games before the girls start district, because I think baseball is
3 rounds.
3 rounds. Absolutely.
That is different. You usually have played a couple of softball games before, district games before you played baseball. But baseball coach is a little crazy, Carl.
That's right. Hey, I thought you was going to grab that one foul ball last night, Coach. You were right there by it.
It was right there, and I was about to camp underneath it. I thought about my poor fingers if I would have attempted to make that catch, and then if I'd have missed it, the humiliation that would have followed
Well, yeah.
from the fans. So I just declined.
What's more disappointing, the lack of effort or the lack of execution?
Both, right, both. Or the fear of failure.
I love it. Hey, by the way, for a Tuesday night late game, we had a good crowd over there too. Man, I
Support
think we
was
had
great.
as good as crowd as they
Support
did.
was great.
I have to give my niece a little shout out. My niece, of course, runs a ranch in Glenrose, and a couple of her employees, a couple of high school kids that work part time for them, were playing on the Glenrose baseball team. So they came over to watch the game and, of course, visit with me and give me a chance to see them. Her husband, Mike, and Reagan, and I was on their side of the stands for a while talking smack, and I think their people were looking at me, but I didn't care. And then I had to call her after the game saying, I guess I'm going home early. We ended in 5, so we gave them a little. We went to Tiger Town and showed them the Big Cat.
We did, didn't we?
Big Cat showed up last night.
Boy, we did. 15-5. Great win. All right. We had some other stuff going on, powerlifting. We're going to talk to Coach Mauser about that because we have a young man that did pretty special yesterday. Go ahead, Coach, and tell us what happened.
So we had 3 total competed regional at Kennedale High School yesterday, and Brad Robinson took home second overall. He lifted a total of 1,570 pounds, which is a lot.
Give them an update on the lifts. They were talking a little bit about the the radio show, but give them a little.
So powerlifting exists. You get 3 lifts in this order: in squat, bench, and deadlift, and so 9 total lifts. And you're working for the total from the best lift of each 3 is what counts.
Okay.
And so what you do is when you weigh in and register, you have to list what your opening weights are for each one. And if you don't get that, then it's called a bomb out and you're done. You can't compete anymore. So once you get your opener, then you can set, and your opener can be whatever you want it to be. And then you can set your second lift and you can set your third lift, whatever you want it to be. And so basically you get 3 lifts on each. And so Brad yesterday, he squatted 640 pounds, which was his old, that was his old max. But then on bench, I forgot how much he went up, but he benched 375 and then deadlift 555.
My goodness.
It was a really good day. I still think there's room to grow. We were a little worried. He was sitting second coming into regional, so we felt really good, and we thought we had room to grow. And the judges were a little bit lenient on the squat rack, and we didn't take advantage of it, and the others did. And so we were a little bit behind the 8 ball after squat, but did really well on bench, and then did really well on deadlift. And I think he was 5th going into bench, 4th or 5th, and then 4th or 5th going into deadlift. And so he jumped up to second and did a really good job competing. Ethan Pacina and James Evans were our other 2 competitors. They were going to be long shots, and so we had to be a little bit more aggressive with them. I know they were disappointed, but we talked to them about that beforehand, that to be able to get out to state, a lot of things were going to have to happen for them. And they came up a little bit short, but they had a great season. James Evans is 106-pounder competing in the 114 class, and a freshman, so he's got a bright future. And of course, Ethan Pacina is one of our great athletes in football and powerlifting. And there's not a better kid than Ethan, and he did a good job competing as well yesterday.
So Brad is off to state. Can you tell us where and when?
So state is at the Abilene Expo Center on the morning of Saturday, March 27th.
Okay, can folks, I guess, go and
Yeah, there hasn't been a whole lot of information put out. I think with the new COVID guidelines, I think the Powerlifting Association still is waiting to kind of put out the final details as far as tickets are concerned. I can tell you it would be, I think it starts at 9 o'clock that morning. It's a pretty early morning. And if you don't have anything to do that day, it's a spectacle. I mean, it's all classifications that are there, a lot of lifters, a lot of racks. I mean, it's a pretty cool deal. Girls, we have one girl qualifier, and Jacelyn Jones. She's a freshman. She doesn't know how strong she can be, but she will compete this coming Friday, which is the 19th, I believe, March 19th in Corpus Christi. So
Corpus Christi.
Corpus.
yeah, it's been in Waco, but I think it's been in Corpus, years past, and they're trying to rotate it the girls' side, and she got third at her regional meet last week. Ashlyn Harris just missed out, got fourth. What was cool about Ashlyn is she went up 70 pounds. And,
Oh, wow.
And Jason went up 40 pounds from their previous totals. Did a great job. Alexa Ariola and Jamie Caudill were two other regional qualifiers on the girls' side. And so
All right.
really proud of
Jacelyn
them.
Going to Corpus, that'll be a week from Friday, the 19th, I believe.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry. Yeah, not this Friday. A week
Well,
from
he's
this
leaving
Friday.
a week early, so he can get his
We're gonna go.
going
We're gonna
to
go enjoy the
Corpus.
beach. We're gonna.
Hey, Star, I've got an idea for Taco Tuesday. Powerlifting contest
Yeah,
among
that's
all
right.
of us, okay?
Get it. I'll be the judge.
We can go down to the...
Bowser can judge. You and Stuck
right.
and Star.
And Randy.
Yeah, get
Yep.
Randy in there.
We
too.
could do it. We
That's
could
right.
do it at the room at the high school.
Yeah,
you got the
gotta wear
weights in there,
you
right?
gotta wear the squat suit though, Carl.
Which consists of what?
Squat suit. It's like trying
Sausage
to fit,
casing.
Yes, it's trying to fit yourself into a rubber tire. It is not fun.
Okay.
They take
You
them off,
you get more of
Yeah.
a workout getting into the
Yeah.
squat
Let me,
suit
let
than
me
you
I
do.
rethink
enjoy watching
this.
them try
Actually
to
working
get in their
out.
I
squat
don't
suit.
even want to film that. No,
Oh, my. What a sight that would be. Stuck and I in our squat suits.
no. We're not doing that.
Yeah, when Coach
Oh,
Mauser
man.
tells the boys, "Hey, we're going to go try on our suits, our bench shirts, and our squat suits," I always join them because I like laughing at them trying to get those things on and off.
Oh, my
It's
God.
bad when you get the wrong size because then you got to take that one off and put another one on.
Oh,
it's,
my
it's
Lord.
Literally, I mean, it's almost comical.
All right. Well, I haven't seen one. I don't know. But anyway,
Maybe
maybe.
Coach Mauser in one and he can do the truffle
Nope.
shuffle
Hey,
with Stuck.
Hey! I love it. There we
get you
go.
one. Come on.
Lost all eligibility.
Game on. Oh, man. Hey, Coach, while we got you here, Coach Mauser talking baseball. You looking forward to this matchup next Tuesday? Lampasas is coming to town.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know, but I'm pretty sure they're going to throw ace at
I'm
us,
pretty
and
sure,
so
yeah.
that'll be fun. Don't give away our plan. What you said about Gatesville, but we're not going to strike out 17 times, 18 times,
No.
whatever it was.
Yeah.
So.
We know how to play that type of baseball right there.
But yeah, we're looking forward to it. I mean, it's exactly what Coach Harris talked about last night with the guys. We're not going to back down from anyone. Go compete. Baseball's a funny sport. When you put the ball in play, good things happen.
You're
And
right.
so, hopefully, we're on our game that night. And we're competing at the plate and putting pressure on them and making the routine plays defensively, and good things happen. Those are our goals, and that's it. Coach Harris preaches it all the time. Throw strikes if you're the pitcher, make the routine play defensively, and put the ball in play offensively. And that's the recipe to win in baseball. So
Amen to that. Well, good luck at Abilene Thursday and Friday. A couple of double headers. This will be some good baseball. Good
yes, sir,
challenges
real
for
good,
Brownwood.
real good. It'd be a good chance to grow. The tournaments are great because we can put guys in positions and looking forward to district season and seeing who can be a late game defensive sub, who's good at pinch hitting late game if we need an at bat, developing more arms. Putting Atticus has really done a good job of coming in and closing. He's going to get a start over these next 2 days, and we're going to see how he can do in a starting role. And some young pitchers that are kind of on the JV but may find a role on varsity. They're going to get a chance over the next couple of days. So.
It's neat, Coach. We got one senior out, Trenton's out with some type of shoulder injury, but then you see Taylor Besson step in and do a great job at first base, hit the
Yep.
ball well. Case Markham running the bases. That people don't understand how vital it is to have a pinch runner, for your pitcher or catcher at times. And I thought he did a fine job. And I mean, he's an aggressive kid and he's competitive. But watching him run the bases, I thought was beneficial.
He's taken on that role, and he's one that will probably get some innings somewhere in the field also. Right now, he's probably our backup catcher. He's probably a backup second baseman, and he's a backup outfielder. So
Well,
he's a true
athletic.
utility player that knows the game and has played the game for a long time. And guys like that are are really important to the team. They can fit in any place.
You mentioned Trent Slaughter. Of course, he'd been hitting the ball pretty well before the injury. We saw his mother in the convenience store last night, and
Yeah.
she thinks he may be ready to go.
So
maybe
he
soon.
he practiced on Monday, and then he took BP before the game on Tuesday, and so we want to make sure that he's ready by Tuesday, and so we'll evaluate that Thursday. He'll probably swing. He'll probably take BP before our first game of the tournament, and see how it feels. I think medically he's been cleared, but also we want to make sure. He's ready for the long haul.
Yeah, we got another one in Jordan Leach that hasn't had an opportunity to really step on the field yet, and he's pretty special. He's a special athlete anyway, but he's a good baseball player. But we had him, Coach Mauser and Coach Harris had him been able to tap into his talent because he's been on the shelf. But we're trying to take it easy with him and just make sure he's healthy so it doesn't come something that's just reoccurring or a nagging injury. So that's another young man that we have that's been on the injured reserve, I guess you could say, for a while.
So what about Jacob? Is he playing baseball?
Hadaway.
He's on the roster.
So he's on the team, but I think I haven't talked to him. He had surgery
Jacob Hadaway.
late last week. Jacob Hadaway, and it was a planned surgery. It was elbow, and I think it had to be a complete what's reconstruction. Yeah, so I think it may have been. So of course we want him there. I mean, he's a big part of us, and I'm sure he's rehabbing right now, and we'll be back with us once he's good to go. But he won't be able to play this season. Hopefully in his senior year he'll be able to play. So.
Well, I know he came in 2 years ago as a freshman and
Yeah.
really played well.
Yep.
All right. Good luck baseball this week.
Thank you.
Then we'll see you back our next broadcast Tuesday, 7 o'clock against Lampasas.
Sorry, before I forget,
That's okay.
there's an old man on our staff that's having a birthday on Friday, and it's because we don't do that radio show on Friday. I think you and Coach Mauser should sing Coach Jones happy birthday. He's going to turn 52.
52? He's
Coach
caught
Jones.
up with you.
He caught me almost 2 days. He'll have caught me. But, yeah, Coach Jones is having a birthday on Friday.
Man, we've had a rash of coaches'
Yeah,
birthdays
all
of
these
late.
birthdays coming from
Mitch Moore's birthday
He just
was
had a
Monday.
birthday. I mean, I'm buying birthday presents right and left.
When's your birthday, Coach Mouse?
October.
Oh, okay.
So
Woo, got a break.
good.
Well, happy birthday, Coach Jones. All right. Coach Mauser, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
And we'll see you next Tuesday at Morris South Hall Field.
Yes, sir.
Lampasas comes to town. Coach, always good stuff. You watched the race, I guess.
I did.
Were you satisfied with the results?
I know, but we're working our way towards the top. Old Rowdy Kyle Busch got third. He was on the podium at least. Good. Not nurse lately. I've been begging him to just get in the top 10.
Finished third, I do believe.
We're at Phoenix this week.
Another Kyle won the race.
Yeah, Kyle Larson, number 5.
Yeah. He's a good guy. Star likes
I
him.
like Carl Larson. I like Kyle Larson.
Kyle Larson. All right, going to Phoenix this week.
That's right.
That's a nice racetrack.
Hey, did you know that if you play 16 games and you're the Cowboys quarterback, you'll make $2.5 million a game?
Woo!
Super Bowl.
Not a bad contract. Good work if you can find it.
And if you know how to spell your name and sign on a piece of paper, they'll give you like $60 million.
Oh,
Isn't that ridiculous?
$66 million signing bonus.
You know what they'd call me after that?
What?
Worthless.
Let's hope that doesn't happen to Dak. It's happened to a few others. Sign that big contract and
Here's what I didn't understand. They said in 33 years that Jerry Jones has been the owner of the Dallas Cowboys, they've only signed 2 quarterbacks to a second contract.
Well, that's probably. I know Romo signed a second contract.
What about Troy?
I thought Troy signed it.
Well, I don't know. That's what I heard on SPN.
Okay, Troy's original contract, I remember, was 7 years, $11 million, which is
Boy, he was
peanuts
banking,
now.
wasn't he?
But he signed another one, I think, 4 years into that, an extension. And
Well,
then Tony signed an extension, too.
I like peanuts.
Yeah. Those aren't bad
I like
peanuts
some of
either.
those peanuts.
Yeah, exactly. So, anyway, Dak is signed and
Well,
sealed
like
for
I
4
said,
years.
back in '84 or whenever the strike season was, Buffalo Bills quarterback Jim Kelly, I was dumbfounded because every game he missed, he was losing $93,000. Poor Dak. I hope he doesn't miss a game.
Yeah, he'll be missing, what, 2 point? What'd you say?
2.5 if he makes just 40.
Wow.
That's just the yearly pay, not signing bonuses and get me if you don't throw an interception against the Redskin bonus and all the other bonuses that they throw in there.
Man, I think they should take money away if he throws interceptions.
And
Okay,
give it to us.
and not to think about all the endorsements that he does, the soups, the sleep, the bed, and about
Yeah.
3 or 4 others.
Yeah, well, that
Car
poor boy.
dealership in Dallas. Good
Yeah, and they were
grief.
saying poor boy's hurt and he played 4 years and he only got like $4 or $5 or $6 million. I feel so sorry for him.
Yeah,
Tough love.
I don't feel so
Oh
sorry.
man, dude.
But you know what? Go Cowboys!
yeah, defense.
Defense wins championships.
Yeah.
All right. Coach, great show today. Anything else that you have?
Let's thank those that give us an opportunity to do this twice a week.
Whatever it is we do.
That's right. Auto Glass Magic, Avalon Custom Homes, Brunner Auto Group, Syntex Body and Paint, Syntex Equipment Sales, Citizens National Bank, Dan Hill Containers, Dr. Bon Young, Dr. Pepper Bottling Company, Edward Jones Investments, Hendrick Medical, Howard Enterprises, Humphrey Pete's, Landmark Life, MC Bank, Painter & Johnson Associates, Smith & Sharp Agencies, Sonic Drive-In, Stanley Chrysler, Texas Bank, Weldon Wilson Electric, Western Bank, and Willie's Tees.
Show number 332 is in the books.
Nice.
And it was
Thanks,
a-
Coach Mauser.
You bet.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right, you remember 332.
332.
Coach Mauser. There you go. All right, Coach. Thank you. We'll see you around somewhere the next few days.
You bet. Have a great day, Brownwood.
Brownwood Lions head football coach, athletic director Sammy Burnett, guest Coach Brett Mauser in the studio. The Brownwood Lions Coaches Show here on the radio, KOXE 101.3, and of course on video. Star, we want to remind everybody, KOXE.com. Go to the top, KOXE TV, and right there's the Coaches Show and all the past Coaches Show right there. It's very, very simple to get to.
And the KOXE app.
And on the KOXE app. Thank you, Star 2, our producer, engineer. Thank you, Derek Stuckley. Thank you, Randy Turner. I'm done.
Or you could just come in and stare through that window right there and watch it live.
As some people do occasionally. All right, we're done.